Why no one is talking about health in Christian circles. A few months back, I submitted a blog article to be posted on a really popular Christian website, and I've published articles a number of times on this website. But I was shocked to find, for the first time ever, that my blog was rejected. And the reason it was rejected is because my blog title, Pastor Care About Your Diet, and the content in it did not fit with what the direction of the blog was, because the blog is a Christian leader website, and they said, this topic does not actually fit for Christian leaders. And I was just, quite honestly, really upset, which is why I'm shooting this video. And here's what I realized. We actually don't really care all that much about focusing on health and wellness in Christian circles. And that's upsetting to me. So here's 4 reasons why we don't care enough about health within Christianity. First reason is that Christianity is supposed to be a self-forgetful religion. What do I mean by that? Well, in Christianity, we're not supposed to focus on ourselves. That's the culture's job. There's self-actualization, and there's thinking about your own goals, and we're supposed to be thinking about God, thinking about Jesus 24/7. And so at all, thinking about yourself is just seen as vain and sinful, borderline sinful. Well, here's the issue with this idea. If we pursue self-forgetfulness to the point where we don't think about ourselves at all, that is not self-forgetfulness. That is self-neglect. We've actually just neglected ourselves. We've been given bodies, we've been given families, we've been given money, bank accounts, everything to steward for God's glory and our joy, and that includes our body. And so if we destroy our bodies and follow cultural norms about what it means to eat, and following the government standard Western diet, and eating these foods, and then pursuing God and some sort of nebulous ideal, we've accidentally forgotten about the vessel that God has given us for us to carry on the mission. And so listen, if you will find yourself a Christian and you call yourself on mission, you say, I want to love people, I want to share the gospel, I want to love my neighbor well, those are all great things to pursue, and we should do those things, absolutely. But you're going to want a good vessel to allow yourself to do that. And if you want to do it for the long haul, like Paul did, he wants to finish the race well, you're going to have to change your oil from time to time. You're going to have to change a flat tire. And that's what caring about the body and health is. And so I really hope that we are somehow able to get out of this idea that health does not matter within the Christian realm, because it absolutely is part of the framework for God's mission for us. The second reason we don't talk about health in the church is because health can be vain. And the truth is, it can be vain. It absolutely can. If you ever go on Instagram, or if you go into like a Walgreens or Target and you see all of the magazines on the shelf, you'll see different shape magazines and muscle and fitness, and you'll see these ripped guys and these thin women, and you think, man, that is something to be worshiped. Well, the truth is, people do worship those things. That's called idolatry, worshiping created things rather than the creator. And we want to avoid that, but that does not mean we don't care about health. You know, sometimes we think that to be healthy means to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger in 1980, or to look like some sort of model in a bikini, but that's not necessarily true. Health means we're doing everything we possibly can to steward the body God has given us. And it doesn't necessarily mean you look like you have ripped 6-pack abs, but what it does mean is you actually care about your body. We don't throw out the baby with the bathwater. Just because there are idolaters within health doesn't mean we throw health out. Do you understand? So that doesn't mean, just because there are consumer Christians or bad leaders, domineering leadership in churches, doesn't mean we throw church out. So don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Make sure that we still care about health, even if there are downfalls and pitfalls to accidentally sinning within health. The third reason we don't care about health within Christianity enough is that health is seen as a secular subject. And what I mean by that is, there are things that we talk about within the church, like doctrine, sacraments, tithing, serving, giving, praying. And there are things outside of the church: sports, athletics, health, wellness. Think about other things like automobiles or archery, all of these other things. And so we have this dualistic mindset that hobbies and activities and other things like that are secular, and then there are holy things. But that's not the approach we were supposed to have. We're supposed to glorify God to the joy of us and to the glory of Him. And that includes everything we do. The church is always late to party on things like this. And so what we need to see is that all the things we do within our work, places of work, within our health, all those things actually can be done to God's glory. And so don't throw health out. Actually, just be healthy to God's glory. Eat to God's glory, right? Whether you eat or drink, do it all to the glory of God. Eat to the glory of God. Enjoy food to the glory of God. Carefully watch what you eat to the glory of God. Wake up early to work out or stay up late to work out to the glory of God. Stretch your legs to the glory of God. Go on a hike to the glory of God. These are all ways we can worship God with our health instead of neglecting our health for the pursuit of some sort of nebulous spiritual ideal. The last reason I think that Christianity is slow to the party when it comes to embracing health is that if we say it's important, we actually might have to be held accountable for our own health. And that's the hard part, right? Because it's really easy to just say, well, who knows if it's good, all things in moderation, and maybe I'll just eat some good food, and comfort food is healthy, and I'm comfortable, I'm enjoying life, and I'm just trying my best, and those are all great things. And the truth is, having that sort of an attitude is actually a really, really good thing, especially for your mental health. But if God gave us our bodies to steward, and we should steward them well, that means we're accountable for the way we steward our bodies. You have to be very, very careful about saying something isn't valuable to God, because I think God probably cares about everything that He's created, and that includes your body as well. Hey, I hope you liked this video. Will you do me a favor real quick? Will you just subscribe to this channel so more people can hear about this? There is not a lot of conversation about Christian health and wellness, so I want to get this out there. Do that for me and share this video. That would be super helpful to get this out there. I appreciate you.